Hey guys, and welcome to my season 6 rewatch for The Walking Dead. So this rewatch is to No Way Out, which I was ecstatic one, though season 6 is one of my favorite seasons, and I probably could do any episode and I would be okay with it, but this was just such a great, I felt so like weirdly proud after this episode. I know that sounds kind of weird, but No Way Out is one of my favorite parts of the comics. So I was really anticipating getting to this point. And you know, sometimes I feel like I get a little nervous going into maybe sorry if you hear that, Jesus. Sometimes I get a little nervous going into like something that I really enjoyed in the comics, thinking maybe it won't be the same, but this, they killed it. They killed it, in my opinion, and this is one of my favorite episodes of the show ever, and yeah. Let's get started. I love how season 6 was such a, like with this moment, and the whole episode, the ending as well, was such a triumphant season for the most part for our group. Because you really got to bring them up before you can knock them down. This was the season of proving that these people are survivors, these people have what it takes.
That's not the nibble.
Oh, fuck this guy. But, you know, and then season 7, a lot of people really disliked, it was depressing. That was the season that they knocked him down, but I love that this season was really about just some awesome epic moments for our group before it all goes terribly, terribly wrong. I'm gonna be so excited if Abraham does turn out to be heading to Fear. So fucking excited.
I'm not gonna kill you.
I fucking love this part!
Wait. You know what? Yes, I am.
Woohoo! Whoops. I did always say that I kind of wish the roles were reversed, and it was Abraham who used the, you know, because he found them. They always gotta give Daryl the badass moment, though. I mean, this was the moment that Jesse really needed to be like, no, you can't keep going.
Please.
I did like Jessie on the show a lot better than I did in the comics. However, she still wasn't really one of my favorites. No great loss.
I'm going to keep her safe.
Oh, what a turnaround for Father Gabriel. I hated his guts, especially at the end of season 5. Hated him, and now I like, especially that scene with him and Spencer in the car. Where he like, what does he say? I don't know, but he basically, in so many words, tells Spencer to go fuck himself.
What the hell does that mean?
I loved this scene so much. I still do, but it's just...
People you love. My parents.
And you know, you have to kind of think, is Enid really gonna remember this speech now? With Glenn. Oh, it's all about to go to hell. All about to go to hell. Sam. Rick is like so big. God. I mean, to be a mom watching that is gotta be like the most horrifying. They did this, I think they did this very, very well. Because I was really wondering how they were going to accomplish the same feeling that they did in the comics, for me at least, and so, Time to choppity chop chop. I was pretty glad when Ron died. He was not my favorite. Here we go. Those two. It's just like seeing like and we know that Carl's gonna be fine, but just seeing like the despair and like Rick and Michonne is like insane.
To the infirmary, I saved your life. I'll save your life.
I did like the progression of the wolf in this episode. Though before this, I was really hoping he would die a lot. But he saves her. His last act is like saving her. Right, Rick? I love this sequence so much. I love it. I love it. I love it. And Michonne, oh baby.
Help me. This is his son. Give me a second.
He's taking them all. We have to go get him. What? We have to. This is it.
Okay, got it.
Fucking Spencer, what? Oh my god. Oh, I hate Spencer so much. Woo! It looks like she almost like took out Rick. Like, jeez, Michonne. She probably has pretty good aim with that thing, but I'm just saying. Yes! Teamwork! It's just such a, I mean, I have chills right now. I have chills just after everything with Alexandria and the fact that they wouldn't fight themselves, and I love, and Father Gabriel right now is about to lay down some truth.
When we take her, God will save Alexandria. Because God has given us the courage to save it ourselves.
I have chills. I love that they gave two very kind of triumphant, quick little speeches, quotes, whatever you want to call that, to kind of the two most notorious cowards within Rick's group, Father Gabriel and then Eugene.
That's incorrect. I do. No one gets to clock out today. And hell, this is a story people are gonna tell.
Oh God, Eugene, I want you to be a good guy in the end. I really do. I do not want you to be a coward. Please, for me, do that. And just as this is how Maggie sees that he's alive. Oh, great. We see it with, you know, like Nicholas and Tara and so many people. That he's willing to put himself in. Thanks, Abe. Love ya. And Sasha.
Appreciate it, Carl.
But he's just so willing to put himself in harm's way. It's kind of weirdly... I guess anybody in the group would kind of do that. Maybe not Eugene can make a case for it, but I feel like both Abe and Glenn are both men who are very happy to sacrifice themselves for the people that they love. I feel like a lot of people in that lineup in season 7 is probably classify as that as well, but I definitely see those two characteristics in them. So, you know, you think about it, they really would do anything to make sure that everybody else, and kind of, I hate to say this, take one for the team, but, you know. And it's interesting to see how much like this is just, you know, the progression. If you think about season 2, the barn is, you know, overrun with walkers and all that stuff, and they all had to run and flee, but this time they're like, yeah, no thank you, we're gonna stand and we're gonna fight and we're gonna do this. And right on Rick, that is right, he needs a shower. But you know, there's a lot of dead bodies to have to clean up after a night of killing. I mean, gets the terrible job of cleaning all those Spencer. Spencer. Just so uplifting at the end of this episode. That episode is just one of my absolute favorites. It's such a fun episode to watch, and we did lose Jesse and Sam and Ron. To me, not the biggest loss. However, I believe that, you know, there are probably people who are emotional about it. I wasn't the biggest fan of any of them, and I think I kind of thought, you know, they were going to still do that scene. It's a little different. You know, in the comics, there was just one son, not two, and stuff like that. But I kind of figured that some of that would play out the same, so I guess maybe I just never got too attached to them. But I love that this, you know, kind of what I was saying is that season 6 was really a great season. There were some tragic moments. There were some, you know, things happened. It's not like everything was, you know, roses and kittens. But for the most part, we were reminding ourselves over and over again that this group is really strong and can handle some, you know, tough odds, and this being kind of the prime example of that. You know, again, all to bring it up before it gets completely knocked down. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye!